a max assist transfer, and you can really transfer someone who you think might be really hard for you to do this transfer with if you use the right body mechanics and leverage. Okay? So I learned this method of transferring, as I told the other class, way back when I was on field work. And I didn't have a really supportive supervisor, so she would just like walk in her office and do her paperwork and stuff like this and leave me with patients that were really scary. And I think she thought because I was a COT I was okay, but I mean, I was on an acute rehab. It was a little different. So I had this guy, and he was like really big, and this is how he was sitting on the mat. And she goes, "Oh, that's your new patient to evaluate," you know, and she walked away. So I was like, could you help me transfer? I don't think I should do this alone. Could you stand by or whatever? And that's when she kicked in. I guess she wanted me to ask her. And she taught me how to do a max assist Bobak transfer. And I've been doing them ever since and love them. So this summer I was working with a woman who was a really difficult transfer. The PT said, "Oh, I'll show you how I do it." And she always did it to the unaffected side with the quad cane and everything, which is fine. But I wanted to get her into symmetry. I wanted her to get into weight bearing on the affected side, and I wanted her to learn how to transfer not only to the unaffected, but to the affected. So I did this one, and the PT looked at me like, "What are you doing?" And then she watched me do it, and she thought, "Oh, okay, this does work," you know. So I'm going to do this with Ashley, and I'm going to, first of all, get rid of these footrests because they get in the way. And I'm going to get them right out of the way under the mat. Then I am going to, how did we do this again?
That's a push pull. That's down. Okay, go ahead.
There. Okay. So now I'm going to get the side armrest off. Now the first thing I'm going to have to do with her is something, I'm going to use a very technical term for this, okay? It's going to be really hard to remember. I'm going to have to scooch her forward, okay? So scooching is a therapy word. All right. Now, the best way for me to scooch is to, I could try to bring her forward, and if she can't help me, I'd be like, or I can unweight her. So I want you to lean over to this side. I'm going to grab back here, right at the ischials, and slide her forward. Good. Now I'm going to unweight her, and I think you can help me with this side. Come forward a little bit. Great. And now I'm going to have you come forward a little bit more. Good. And how about on this side? Great. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to get over here. Okay, ready? All right, I want you to clasp your hands together. And I want you to bend all the way down to the floor. And don't worry, because I got you. Okay? I'm going to grab the ischials, okay? You got to grab them. Don't be afraid. Okay? If you're afraid of grabbing, you're not going to get anywhere. Okay? So now we're going to come 1, 2, 3, and over.
Whoa.
All right. What did I do? I got on the affected side right away. Okay. It does help that I have long arms. Long appendages, okay? That does help, I know. But listen, I worked with this therapist, Rosalie. She used to teach here, and she was little and wiry. Rosalie Pyro. She used to teach here some of the classes. She was at UCMC, and she's a traveling therapist now, but anyway, she's in Florida. But she was a little wiry person, and boy, she could get anybody. I'd call her whenever I needed help. She was great. So don't think because, you know, you're smaller that you're not going to do it as well. Now, did you notice that I use body mechanics, not just my arms? Okay. And got her over.
Can you do it one more time?
Yep.
What would you do if the patient like started leaning too far forward and started like falling on there?
So
It's
people
more
are
central
really
gravity.
afraid they're going to fall when they come forward. You actually have more of a chance. This is the position that really scares me when a patient gets in this position. Because how do you get them up? It's like everything is lost. When they're forward, I can always get them back. You know what I mean? When they're coming forward like this, I can guard them and get them back. But when they're sliding, oh my God, that scares me.
Well, and all my weight is over my strong side too.